this year was very interesting, and we had amazing results, ASCO 2026, especially for GI oncology. So yesterday there was the oral session for colorectal cancer. We had groundbreaking results regarding update of the breakwater study, especially regarding the cohort 3 with the use of FOLFIRI backbone, and FOLFIRI and encorafenib and cetuximab showed remarkable improvements in progression-free and overall survival. So this is really supporting the extension of the FDA approval to a more flexible 5-FU-based chemotherapy plus encorafenib and cetuximab with a good flexibility of the chemotherapy backbone between FOLFOX and FOLFIRI. And then there was another important and groundbreaking result coming from China. This is a new anti-HER2 ADC called trastuzumab rezetecan. It's the first phase 3 study conducted with an anti-HER2 agent in colorectal cancer, and the study was conducted in the late-line setting. It's amazing because the drug provided a very large effect in terms of the primary endpoint of progression-free survival with an hazard ratio of 0.3 compared to the standard of care of trifluridine-tipiracil or fruquintinib or regorafenib. So this is a potential new standard of care option in the late-line setting in HER2-positive chemorefractory metastatic colorectal cancer. And then we had other important data regarding ADC, regarding ctDNA adjuvant therapy. Unfortunately, the study on the use of adjuvant aspirin for 3 years after chemotherapy in resected disease was negative in the overall population, but a meta-analysis in the PI3K subgroup, including other studies, is planned, and potentially aspirin will be guided by the use of a specific biomarker, which is the presence of PI3 kinase mutation. So a lot of data, and tomorrow at the rapid oral session we will see more data in colorectal cancer, and today in upper GI tumors. So very excited about the news in GI oncology. Exactly. So this is a negative study because the TGF-beta inhibitor failed to improve progression-free survival in combination with the standard of care second-line therapy of doublet chemo plus bevacizumab, either alone or in combination with the PD-1 inhibitor tislelizumab. Of course, this is a negative study, so it's important to publish negative study and to present this data, but I don't think that the story of TGF-beta inhibition in colorectal cancer is over, because this is a very important pathway. So although this study is negative, and so there is no further drug development for this agent, it's important to note that there are novel agents under clinical development, including bispecific monoclonal antibodies targeting TGF-beta receptor and PD-1. So this is really leading to blockade of the TGF-beta pathway restricted to the tumor microenvironment, and there are early efficacy signals with the use of these novel strategies, and this is potentially changing the future drug development, and I hope that novel monoclonal antibodies will be able to provide promising results, because this is a very important pathway in colorectal cancer and in general in GI oncology. So it's very important to develop and combining new agents in MSS colon cancer, because it's important to sensitize these tumors to immunotherapy, because 96% of patients with metastatic colorectal cancer are not currently eligible for immunotherapy. So there is some signal from the combination of a TKI with immunotherapy, PD-L1 blockade, and in particular zanzalintinib plus atezolizumab was a positive phase 3 study, but the risk-benefit profile is really narrow, so we need to improve the tolerability of the current treatment options and also develop novel agent more effective novel agents. So first of all, there are the specific anti-VEGF and PD-1 inhibitors. As we said before, TGF-beta receptor 2 plus PD-1 inhibitors combined together, and also there are novel strategies to sensitize MSS disease to immunotherapy. One of these strategies is the use of CCR8 monoclonal antibodies, and this is really a new class of agents able to provide Tregs depletion in the tumor, and the early signals are really promising in MSS, metastatic colorectal cancer. And another strategy is the use of second-generation CTLA-4 inhibitors. We know that CTLA-4 blockade is also able to induce Tregs depletion, and this second generation of agents such as botensilimab and additional agents are coming on the horizon. This is really interesting, and several trials demonstrated promising efficacy, but of course these are early signals, so we need to wait for randomized confirmation of this data. It's a very complex and challenging landscape, but hopefully in the future we will see practice-changing data. It's very early, but we really hope that we will see positive results from these novel agents and promising combinations.